In today's video, we're going to be comparing the brand new Mavic 3 Classic against the Mavic 2 Pro. Is the new kid on the block worth the hype, or will the seasoned veteran still have what it takes? What's up guys, Austin here.
Hey guys, this is Austin.
My buddy Austin drove over 2,000 miles just for this video.
He was talking crap about my old Mavic 2 Pro, so I decided to come out here and challenge him to a drone off.
I don't even know how he got my address. All right, so now we're here at the Salt Flats to test these drones head to head. And honestly, Austin, I'm surprised your Mavic 2 Pro even made it out of its nursing home.
Okay, it's not that old, okay? We're talking 3 years old. It's kind of old.
So the DJI Mavic 3 Classic is 895 grams compared to the Mavic 2 Pro's 907 grams. The ascent speed is 8 meters per second versus 5 meters per second. And then the descent is 6 meters per second versus 3 meters per second. I feel like ascent doesn't really matter too much, but descending, we were talking about this. You want your drone to come down quick. You've got low battery. That's a huge change because it's twice as fast on the Mavic 3 Classic. Flight time, 46 minutes compared to 31 minutes. How do you feel like that would make a huge difference in how your quality is?
So here's the thing, when you're dealing with anything related to battery life and flight time, is you don't really think about it until you have to think about it, right? So I'm on this road trip across the United States right now, and I'm trying to get some awesome drone footage of my car on the highway. Problem is my car's going 30 to 50 miles an hour, and I'm trying to keep a drone going 30 to 50 miles an hour. Finally get into my shot, I'm loving it, and then I get the boop, 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 and I have to fly it back home. I've noticed that I'm about 5 minutes low on battery time that I really need. Because once you get to that 20% of battery life on this guy, you start to see the warnings come up and you're just worried about getting it home. You're not worried about getting the shot.
So the max flight distance on the Mavic 3 Classic is going to be 30 kilometers versus 18 kilometers. So that may not make a difference unless you're trying to film further away, whether it's, you know, a huge landscape. Depends on what your type of style is.
Again, when I was doing the car shots, there were times where I was following my car as my friend was driving it, and I got the notification that I was flying too far away, and it was like, wow, can I just have a little bit more distance, a little bit more distance. So I'd say between that and the battery life, that's kind of a huge area as far as drones go. That would be incredibly beneficial just to see that improve from my Mavic 2 Pro.
So as for sensors, this is a 4/3 sensor versus a 1-inch sensor, both decently big sensors. We're obviously going to get a bigger sensor on the Mavic 3 Classic, which if you're shooting in low light or just want a higher quality image can make that much of a difference. Is it $1,000 difference depending on whether you get a used version or the new version? Just depends on what your budget is. The Hasselblad camera is about a 24 millimeter equivalent versus a 28, and they both shoot in D-Log. So the Classic has a 5.1K resolution, up to 50 frames per second. I don't see any reason why you'd want to film up to 50 frames. I feel like 24 to 30 is plenty for me, especially when you're filming drone footage. You want more movement, not necessarily less, but you don't want it to be smooth. Versus the Mavic 2 Pro, which has 4K up to 30 frames per second, which for most content right now is plenty, but if you do want to future-proof your footage, then the Mavic 3 Classic would be great for you. And then possibly the biggest difference is going to be the controller. So this is the DJI RC versus the other one, which Austin doesn't have out, so we'll have to wait for him. Okay, so this is the Mavic 2 Series RC. The biggest difference is you have a screen on this one and you have up to 6 hours of battery life, whereas in this one only has 2 hours of battery life, and you have to plug your phone in.
I would like to say something about the battery life on this. Only 2 hours of battery life on your remote. That sucks. I only have, between the 3 batteries I have, I can only fly for about hour 15 top, so I've never had a issue where my battery is low. In fact, I hardly ever charge my controller because I can get probably 6 or so sessions of flying my drone in before this thing dies. Battery life, I don't hate. However, this beautiful monstrosity, like this right here is heavier than this is, even with the screen. And my phone is a 14 Pro, and the screen on that is still a little bit nicer, I'll be honest.
Okay, we're gonna get our drone set up. Let's see who can get it ready the fastest. Ready, go.
I'm gonna win this, no problem. In fact, I'm so confident because I've actually done this so many times. I'm pretty fast at this.
You struggling over here?
You know what? I don't want to hear it, dude. I'm ready to go. How about you?
I've been ready for like the last 5 minutes.
Whoa!
Dude, I'm still flying.
Yeah, I gotta bring my guy back in. We need a battery change. How much percentage do you have left on that thing?
48.
Yeah, I'm at 20%. So meanwhile, Austin, not me, this Austin, flying his drone. I'm over here doing this.
Yep.
He's over here getting some 4K, 30 frame, or I guess he can go 60.
51.
I'm over here just, ooh, let's just throw that around. Woohoo, look at that, throw that in there. So the other thing that I think is interesting that we might want to mention here is when I bought this drone, it was $2,300. And now what new yours is what?
Mine's 2,200.
Okay, so that's still on par with what I was in 2019, yeah?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Better sensor, better battery life.
After all that time?
Yep.
That's the freaking battery?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yep.
That's your first battery?
Yeah.
I'm already to like 50% of my second battery.
There she is. Okay, let's get this battery switched. All right, guys, so conclusion for our testing. If you want faster ascent or descent, awesome, the Mavic 3 is for you. I don't think that matters too much. When it comes to longer flight time though, as we could see with Austin's drone and my drone, I was up there like twice as long as he was, which is super nice when you're trying to get shots, especially like this one. As the sunset's just coming down, you can't afford to bring your drone back, change out the battery, and then head back out. Sometimes you only have a matter of minutes. Flight distance is super nice because you can fly uninterrupted. Wherever you are, you can push your drone out as far as you need to, depending on the location. I think sensor size is a huge difference, especially in low light. So we're filming right before sunset. I'm gonna have a much sharper image than maybe the other drone would be because it's just gonna be overall more light coming in. Probably the biggest thing is really the RC. So when you have that specific screen, you don't have to have your phone on your remote control. It's gonna make life a lot easier for you. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Comment below which drone you would get and we'll see you in the next one. All right. Lizzie was my behind the scenes girl today. She's got the drone.